Oh, hello. I'm Bessie Lynn. I don't think you should be down here. Did you talk to Roy? I hope you know what you're doing. You could get in a lot of trouble by coming around uninvited. I wouldn't want to see anyone get hurt. You must be pretty tough to get past all the ferals. They tend to leave us alone, but someone like you... Am I babbling again? Roy tells me I shouldn't do that. Roy is coming up with a plan to get us into that tower. 10 pennies. Says it's only a matter of time. He's strong like that. He never gives up. The kind of guy who makes things happen, Roy is. That's why the others follow him. Me, I just like the way he looks at me. Makes me feel pretty again. I'd go anywhere with him. Oh, well, it's not so bad, I guess, once you get used to it. But it's not like before. I used to be pretty, you know. Everyone used to come around all the time. People stop wanting to be around you, though. When it starts to happen. When you start to change, I mean. Oh, okay then. Have a nice one.
What do you want? Biding our time, making plans, getting ready. Tenpenny and his pack of elitist wannabes can't keep us out of that tower forever. We've got rights, and we'll take them if they aren't given to us. I already got a plan. They think I'm a monster? I'll show them the real monsters. We'll unleash our feral brethren on them. All those bigoted sons of bitches will get torn apart. Trouble is getting past the damn subway access door. You see this? Some kind of escape door that leads from the Tenpenny basement to the subway tunnels. There must be some way to get that open. Now you're talking my language. All right, here's the plan. I'll gather up a horde of ferals and wait for you by that escape door. You find a way to get it open, and then we'll sit back and enjoy the show. Try it if you like. Go talk to Tenpenny. Ask him if he wants us living there. It won't work, so when you fail, we can do it my way. You better choose your next words really carefully, because you're starting to piss me off. Sure, whatever you say, you pretentious two-faced asshole. Uh-huh. Fine, whatever. Being a ghoul ain't anything worse than any other thing somebody's got to deal with. Like your stupidity, for example. You can't help it. You were born stupid, or dropped on your head as a kid. Either way, it ain't nothing you can change. So you deal with it. So you killed a bunch of feral ghouls. Is that supposed to sound impressive? I got no compassion left for those mindless freaks. But they were a nice deterrent keeping out smooth-skinned bastards like yourself. What about it? I'm getting impatient. Hurry! Hey there. Hello. What is it? Good luck.
Just a moment.
Now's not the best time. Perhaps we could parley sometime later? Thank you. You have a curious look about you. I presume you have something interesting to tell me. What? That area is strictly off-limits. Can't have people fooling around with the terminal down there. They could shut off power and open the escape door. Why, I do believe you've lost your mind. Ghouls living here? You're serious? I don't suppose I'd mind terribly if ghouls were to live here. And it would be a good bit of sport hunting them down if they misbehaved. I dare say, though, you'll have a bit of trouble convincing certain residents to go along with your novel proposition. Tell you what, if you can convince Mr. and Mrs. Wellington, Mr. Ling, Miss Montenegro, and Ms. Lancaster, those ghouls can live here. Have you seen me shoot? I'm quite proficient, if I do say so myself.
Mr. Tenpenny isn't taking callers. Unsolicited callers are not generally welcome. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Good to see you again, comrade. Only that they keep generators down there and some kind of emergency escape tunnels. Oh, you know who you should talk to? Comrade Dashwood. He knows this place like the back of his hand. Ghouls wouldn't make the best of neighbors, comrade. Well, perhaps you're right, comrade. Some of these folk have a few things to learn about camaraderie, that's for sure. Well, all right. I'm willing to give them a chance. All right, comrade. We'll welcome them into the community. Bye.
I remember you. To what do I owe the pleasure? Why would I ever go to the basement, talk to Gustavo about such nonsense? You're joking, right? You serious? Of course not. Ghouls can't live here. They're dirty, loathsome creatures. I'm afraid I can't abide by that. I can't imagine Tenpenny would allow it. But I certainly won't. This is outrageous, preposterous, forced out by a bunch of dirty ghouls and some bleeding heart activist? Where will I live? How will I get there? I found a comfortable place, but now I must leave. When I die, it will be on your head.
I don't suppose there is someone else for you to talk to? What do you take me for? Some greasy engineer? All I know is that's where they make the electricity. Why don't you go bother Gustavo? I'm sure he can handle whatever it is you need in the basement. Are all young people ill-bred these days? Dear Lord, are you serious? Ghouls? Living here? With us? That's simply out of the question. Ha! I think I know a fair share more than some vagrant blown in off the wastes. You are simply mistaken. They may appear nice, but deep down, they want to kill. It's common knowledge among the educated. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. Damn it! This can't be happening! Why do you think I came here in the first place? To get away from ghouls, monsters, and scum like you. Now I'll have to start all over again. Where will I go? I already did. I hope one of your ghoul buddies kills you. You'll see. I can't talk now.
I remember. Nice chit-chatting with you.
Hey there. Is there something I can do for you? Yeah, supposedly there's some kind of emergency access to the metro tunnels. It'd have to be a pretty big emergency to get me down there, that's for sure. There's all kinds of gross things that live in those tunnels. Talk to Chief Gustavo if you want to know more. I think he's the only one that has a key. I've come too far to share my digs with some droopy ghoul. Well, if you don't mind their stink, then you should go squat with them in their dirty tunnels and leave us civilized people alone. I'm done with the wasteland, and I've been everywhere else. There isn't anything better than this. Damn you and your ghouls. I'm not going anywhere. I'll talk to Tenpenny. I bet I can live in Burke's place. He's never around anyway. And when he does come back, I'll make sure he's fine with the new arrangement. I'll just send up for my food. I'll never even have to look at you or your ghoul buddies. Hey there. Yeah, goodbye.
Evening. What? Maybe try talking to Mr. Tenpenny or Chief Gustavo. They're probably the ones who would know. I don't know. I mean, they're all deformed and scary looking. I bet they're really mean, too. Well, you seem like you know what you're talking about. I guess I'd be willing to give it a try. I might not spend much time with them. And if they do anything stupid, I'm sure they'll get kicked out. Fine. It's okay. I guess so. Oh, all right. See you.
Hi. I know you. You're that guy. Tunnels in the basement? No, can't say that I do. Hold it. I do remember something about a bunch of escape tunnels in case of disaster or something. Or something about generators for power. You should talk to that old guy. You know, the famous one with the radio show about him. You know, what's his name? Daring. Daring Dashwood, that's him. He's explored this whole place from top to bottom. Ask him about those tunnels. He'd know. I know you've been talking to the others about the ghouls, and I've been mulling the whole thing over a few cocktails. Well, more than a few. And I've decided that I'd be willing to give it a go. Having ghoul neighbors, I mean. What the hell? Sure. Oh, you're leaving now?
Good to see you. This better not be a waste of my time. What are you talking about? You mean the basement of Tenpenny Tower? What a random question. Why should I know anything about a basement? Why don't you run off and find Gustavo? I'm sure he could help you find whatever it is you're looking for. This better not be a waste of my time. Ah, yes. I was wondering when you'd try me. You may be able to coerce the others, but I'm not such a pushover. Your zombie buddies will need to find someplace else to live. You horrible little zombie lover. What right do you and your disgusting buddies have to push honest, hardworking, important people around like that? Where do you propose I live? Don't worry. Did you just step out of a vault? Haven't you seen what's out there? I'm doomed. And it's all your fault.
Evening. Please, please help me. I need water. I'm dying. I've been drinking this array. I can.
Good to see you. Hello. What? You mean the generator room? What the hell do you need to know about that for? That area is strictly off limits. There's an emergency entrance to the tunnels. You know, for when the bombs fell. We siphoned power from the metro grid to keep our generators running. Right. This better be important. Hell no. Tenpenny won't allow it, and I take my orders from him. He'd be out of his goddamn mind. But like I said, ultimately I work for him, so whatever he says goes. But I wouldn't like it. Look, kid, I don't care what you think about them. Unless Tenpenny says otherwise. They aren't allowed in here. End of story. Quit wasting my time. I still got mine.
Hey, Tenpenny Tower is a wonderful place to live, isn't it?
I can't talk now.
Good to see you.
Yes?
You better behave. Gustavo's guard. I take it this is a social call and not business? I hear there are some tunnels underground for use in emergencies. Ask Gustavo. He's in charge of all those kinds of things. It's my turn, eh? Well, you won't be getting me to go along with your ridiculous plan. Ghouls aren't human. They live in filth. They eat their own babies. You're out of your right freaking mind. You'll regret this. I've spent years collecting all this fabulous merchandise. I won't stand for this. Where the hell am I supposed to go? The only suitable place is Tenpenny Tower. Everywhere else stinks and caters to low-life scum like you. I'll die out there. I just know it. There must be somewhere safe out there.
I really hope you aren't hurt. The clinic is closed, and I'd really hate to have to open it up at this hour. There's those access tunnels that lead underground. Those are sealed by a door. Then there is some place down there where they keep the generators. Occasionally something goes wrong down there and we lose power. Then Burke goes out and finds a technician. We haven't had any blackouts in a while. If you want to get into the gen room, you'll need to talk to Gustavo, though I doubt he'll take you on a tour or let you wander around down there. I knew it was only a matter of time before you asked me about that. I've decided I want to do my own study of ghoul physiology. Who knows? I could even publish my findings. Sure, no problem. Try not to break.
Good to see you.
Yes?
You better not cause any more trouble. Yes? I haven't, but every so often, Gustavo takes someone down there to work on the generators when we lose power. That hasn't happened in a while, though. Oh, I know you've been lobbying for those ghouls, and I've already been thinking it over. I guess I would be willing to give it a try. I guess so, sure. Bon appetit!
Welcome to Tenpenny. Ah, hello.
Hi. Herbert Dashwood. Damn glad to meet you. Call me Daring. Everyone else does. Maybe you've heard the GNR radio play? The Adventures of Herbert Daring Dashwood? That's about me, you know. Based on my, earlier days. I even had a ghoul manservant. Let me ask you, you ever met a ghoul before? Ah, you've already learned some wisdom in your youth. Congratulations. Aha! So you've been exploring the tower. Well done. Let's just say that Gustavo's not the only one with a key for the generator room. Well, it does get a trifle bit boring around here, and to spice things up, I like to do a little exploring. Oh, I always put everything back. Well, almost everything. I occasionally keep a memento, like Gustavo's key to the generator room. Have you noticed how he turns a delightful shade of purple when he's angry? Well, kid, there are 2 keys floating around. Which one do you think you can nab without getting caught? Good luck. Haven't you ever heard the radio play? The Adventures of Herbert Daring Dashwood? That guy at the radio station put it together a few years ago. He did it in the style of those shows they had before the war. Came out pretty well. And it's all true. Rockopolis, Miss Chase, all of it. Of course, they do portray me as a bit of a chump. Argyle may have saved my hide more than once, but I had my moments. Ah, those were the days. Argyle was my manservant. Ah, but that's really just a fancy word for the guy who saves my sorry skin on a regular occasion. He was a ghoul, you see. Been around since before the war. We met when I stole his girlfriend back in '41. We've been best friends ever since. We got separated a long time ago and never reunited. If you find Argyle out there somewhere, you be sure and tell me, okay? Some ghouls moved into the nearby metro tunnel. There's a bunch of the so-called feral ghouls in there, but a handful seem the sociable type. I've tried explaining to my fellow tenants that not all ghouls are monsters, but they don't seem to care. The intelligent ones should stay away from our trigger-happy protectors. If there are enough feral ones, though, they could overwhelm security. Well, I wouldn't mind, but they better be civilized. The tenants here are real uppity, and most wouldn't take kindly to ghouls living here. Like I said, it's fine by me. Of course. I wonder if they've ever been to Underworld. Now there's an interesting vacation destination. Well, until recently, the only danger you ever faced in this fine establishment was bumping into all the bloated egos floating around. But now there's a group of ghouls nearby. I've tried explaining that they don't all want to eat you, though some do, of course. Problem is, it's hard to tell which is which. Chief Gustavo has initiated a shoot first and ask later policy. If they're smart, they'll stay away. Bah! I thought you were more interesting than that. Fine. But you better not get caught with that. Go get him!
Hey.
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower.
Hey, I know you.
Can I help you?
Watch you. You have a curious look. Well, if my tenants want ghoul neighbors, they can have them, though the ghouls must pay and follow the rules like everyone else. You're a clever one, aren't you? I'm glad this situation has been resolved. It's a bit crass, but here's a little something for your troubles. You have a curious look about you.
Hey there. Well, kid, what have you accomplished? I'll be damned. Really? Good job, kid. I was willing to unleash the ferals and kill all those bigots. Guess I don't have to now. Here's a little something for your troubles. It'll help you deal with our feral brethren if you meet any. Give 'em hell.
Oh, hello there. Can't thank you enough. Oh. Hey, be careful.
Good to see you. Hey, kid. I was wrong about you. Good job. Good.
You've saved my life. I am in your debt. I am forever in your debt. Thank you. Hello?
Give me a second. Keep your pen. Hey.
Hello, friend. Ghoul physiology is fascinating. People are happy and healthy for the most part, and those ghouls make great case studies. Did I mention I'm working on an important dissertation? Don't get hurt out there.
Don't know how you did it. I'd never allow those zombies room and board. But as long as Tenpenny keeps paying me, I'll stay. Watch yourself.
Oh, hello there. Can't thank you enough. It's wonderful. Roy was right. This is the way to live. Stay out of trouble.
Haha. Hey there, bud. Thanks again for helping us get in here. Beats the wasteland and dirty tunnels, that's for damn sure. Give 'em hell. Good. Hey, kid. It's weird, actually. I used to vacation here before the bombs dropped. Used to be a resort for the wealthy and powerful. I never thought I'd be the one fighting to get in here. Guess way back it used to be a plantation. Ironic, isn't it? Go live your life, kid. Care to... Gee.
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower.
Glad to see you were able to convince these people to open their minds a little. Those ghouls will liven things up around here for a long time. I'm surprised by my fellow tenants. I used to think they were all closed-minded idiots. Turns out they aren't so bad after all. Don't forget to have a little fun.
Guess we can try living with the ghouls. You'll get yours soon enough.
I have nothing to say to you except this. Watch.
Watch your manners. Hey! You're the one with the ghoul friends. Well, I guess they're our friends now, too. It's swell. Those new neighbors of ours like to drink almost as much as I do. And boy, they have some real good stories. Cheers!
Morning. Good to see you.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Morning.
Watch your manners. Hey, thanks for helping those ghouls. They really aren't so bad. Our new neighbors aren't so bad after all, and they have big appetites, so that's good for the cafe. Bon appetit!
Hello, friend. I have some first aid supplies I can sell. Another satisfied customer.
Hey, kid.
Take a real good look, because you won't be getting any of this. Those ghouls are disgusting, so I just spend all my time up here.
Hey.
Well, if it isn't our hero.
I'm not here for your entertainment.
You better not cause any more trouble.
I'm not here for your entertainment.
come all the way out here. Dad's been a little nuts for some time now, but not like this. Leaving me in that crappy old hospital without waking up, without a goddamn flashlight. I made enough selling the meds we scrounged to have kept us both fed at the colony for weeks. Now I'm almost out of rations, my shoes are pretty much destroyed, and I'm still chasing the old coot. By my last reckoning, he was headed south. Maybe I shouldn't have waited so damn long to start tracking him. Trail's gone cold. I'm gonna wander with these guys a while. They say they wander the area. Maybe somebody's seen Dad. These guys aren't who I thought they were. Jesus, I killed that family for a sack of rotten vegetables. Getting out of here next chance I can without catching a bullet. Hit a caravan today. Trev didn't see the kid and got popped. I took care of Tawny right then and put one in Thor before he saw it fall. That earned me some grub from the traders. Even better, they saw Dad. He was in pretty rough shape and still has the goddamn book. Trader says it gave him the creeps. Me too. But it's good to know he's still alive. Still headed south. He must have been trying to trap food here. I recognize his snares. I can make out a building on the horizon. That must be where he headed. If not, at least I get a roof tonight. Don't like the look of this place. Don't like the smell. Gives me the creeps. Don't want to risk a shot at the crows till I know what's in there. Sneaking in tonight. Raiders told spook stories about zombies in the ruins. Never saw anything like that where I come from. But Lord help me, they're real. Not quite what Thor said, but close. These things look... I think they really used to be people. God help me. I found Dad today. I didn't think it was him, but... the face. The zombies didn't touch him. I think he was becoming like them. Didn't know it was him until I found that old book near him. No more killing. I just need to go. Can't forget the book. All I have left of him. It's warm against the stone. I'll just rest a while.
Flay and say my words. Abdul comes again on the feast of the weaker. Feast for the deep. Temple. Born again. Here. Al-Hazaret. Yes. Yes. Found you.
Sierra Petrovida's the name. Good to see a new face in Girder Shade. I take it you're here to check out my Nuka-Cola collection and take the tour. I have one of the best Nuka-Cola collection in the Capital Wasteland. Heck, I've won the Nuka-Cola Fan Club Collection Award for the last 10 years in a row. Yep, I'm the president, the recording secretary, and the treasurer. Once a year, we gather here in Girder Shade to have a cook-off using Nuka-Cola in the recipe. Last year, I went with my poached roach and Nuka sauce. Delicious. Well, only 2 right now, me and Ronald. But membership is open to the public. You can join if you like. Ronald? Oh, I'm sorry. I figured you met him already. He usually chats with people who enter Girder Shade. He's my neighbor and my protector, as he calls it. Imagine if some nasty raider wanted to take my stuff. He'd show them a thing or two. He's such a sweetie. You should talk to him. He's a darling, always watching out for me, and more importantly, keeping the collection safe. Like once, there were these raiders that came by. There were 3 of them, and their leader was named, like, Lugnut or something. So they, kicked in Ronald's door, and he was blam with his gun, and one of them got all splattered. Then the other one tried to, hit him all in his head with some club, and Ronald was so cool how he dodged it and shot the guy in the face. Then the Lugnut guy was in Ronald's face with the "I'll kick your ass" stuff, and Ronald was like, "Hell no," and he punched the... Oh, sorry. I get carried away sometimes. Well, you should definitely talk to Ronald. I bet he'd like to meet you. He's such a sweetheart. I sure did. Want to take it now? How can you resist? This stuff is so cool. Well, come on then. Let me show you around. But no free Nuka-Cola until the end of the tour. When Nuka-Cola was invented by John Caleb Braverton in 2044... Hang on, the tour's not done yet. Be patient. Your ice-cold Nuka-Cola is only moments away. Well, hey there, stranger. Sierra Petrovida's the name. When Nuka-Cola was invented by John Caleb Braverton in 2044, it quickly became the world's most popular soft drink. The Wonder Drink soon drew a dedicated following, which prompted the Nuka-Cola Corporation to release many promotional items like these. By 2067, a Nuka-Cola machine such as this rare, pristine model could be found on almost every street in America. Even in today's crazy world, Nuka-Cola is still the #1 choice of refreshment among Armageddon survivors. As promised, here's a little pick-me-up. An ice-cold Nuka-Cola. Just look at the frost on the bottle. So cold and delicious. Pardon me. I tend to lose myself when I hold on to a Nuka-Cola. Before I get to the little proposition I have for you, let me tell you a little bit about Nuka-Cola Quantum. Well, right before the bombs fell, the good folks at Nuka-Cola developed what they hoped was an improvement on the original formula, calling it Nuka-Cola Quantum. It was said to have twice the calories, twice the carbohydrates, twice the caffeine, and twice the taste. Well, the flavor certainly wasn't the issue. The public was just split on the unique feature of the Quantum's appearance. You see, to make it stand out on store shelves and to give it that extra kick, the formula called for a mild isotope. The effect was a drink that not only boosted your energy, but also glowed with a bright blue light. Oh no, only ever so mildly. No ill effects were ever recorded. Well, it does have the unique property of making your pee glow. I love the stuff! I can't get enough of it! I thought I was hooked on regular Nuka-Cola, but the Quantum beats it by a long shot. I've got to have more! That's right. You bring me Nuka-Cola Quantum, and I pay you. Handsomely, I might add. For every bottle you bring me, I pay you some caps. You know, for expenses. But if you're super cool and find like enough bottles to fill my Nuka-Cola machine, 30 in all, I've got a super secret cool prize for you. Oh, okay. I have a schematic for the Nuka grenade. The only one in the whole capital wasteland. Bring me the bottles, and it's yours. Imagine the look on the target's face when they are burning alive in an effervescent explosion of cola and fruit flavors. So, what do you say? Will you bring me the bottles? Oh, goody! I can taste the Quantum already. Good luck to you, sweetie. Well, to the east, there are some nasty raiders in Evergreen Mills. I'd stay away from there if I were you. Luckily, we're kind of hidden here under the old highway, so no one bothers us. I don't know a whole lot about weapons, but I do know that it's more powerful than a regular grenade. It explodes in a huge blue flame, too. How cool is that? Well, besides what I've already told you, not much. They were working on a way to prevent the glow from remaining once it passed through a person's system, but it was never perfected. I heard that the stuff they used to make it glow and give it that kick has a shelf life of over 1,000 years. Should make the bottles easier to spot. Well, I guess so. I heard that sometimes the radiation would remain in people's systems, but only in a few test cases. All you need is a little rat away, and poof, the isotope is gone. Well, the bottles are glass just like regular Nuka-Cola, except the glass is clear. That way the glowy stuff inside shows through. You'll know it when you see it. Oh my! It's like a tidal wave of flavor washing all over your body. Your head spins, but everything is clear at the same time. It's quite a rush. Addicted? Why would you say that? I can stop drinking it any time I want. That's so silly to think I would get hooked on the most delicious soft drink ever devised by man. Okay, shoot. Yay! I knew I could count on you. I promised to put them to good use. Oh, did you need something else? You've done it! My machine is finally full. Well, like I promised, here's the schematic for the Nuka grenade. You've sure earned it. If you find any more bottles, be sure and bring them by. I'll be glad to keep paying for them. Hiya! What you doing back here? Well, to the east there are some nasty... Luckily, we're kind of hidden here under... Well, the stuff is so rare, I only know one. It's called Mississippi Quantum Pie. It's delicious. If you want me to make you one, I can. Just bring me some flour, vodka, and a Nuka-Cola Quantum. I can whip it up in no time. If you have the ingredients... Oh no, he's such a cutie pie. He never bothers me. Be careful out there, sweetie. Hiya! What you doing? I'm amazed you're finding so many more bottles of Quantum out there. Imagine that. Well, don't give up looking. Keep finding more and bringing it to me. Hiya! What you doing back? I'm amazed. Well. Hiya! What you doing? Well.
What? My friend, you are at the ass end of the capital wasteland. If it weren't for Sierra, I'd be out of here. One thing I can tell you is stay the hell away from the Dunwich building to the south. That place is bad mojo. I don't know what that place is about, but I hear about weird shit going on. Suit yourself. Yeah, what? What? Whatever.
Keep your head down, idiot. Raider incoming. Thought I heard something. if you're going to get yourself killed out here, you mind doing it further away from our bunker? I don't want your corpse stinking up our little patch of heaven. Yeah, the red would never go with all this brown. But if we remodel and still need a corpse, we'll call you, okay? I'm Defender Anne-Marie Morgan with the Outcasts. Good to have someone else out here who can keep up. We call ourselves the Outcasts, and we collect technology to preserve it from tribals and idiot locals. And before you ask, we were cast out from that company of zeros who call themselves Lion's Brotherhood of Steel. Way we figure it, if traders think we're too harsh in following orders, we're probably doing something right. We collect technology, and most people want what we've collected. Right now, we're pretty much stuck defending this fort, but that won't be forever. Once we regroup, we'll continue our work and keep moving back west. You mean apart from the fact that they ditched their mission and went native? Sure. I bet you don't mind them being cuddly with the locals, but when we came out here, we had a mission to do, damn it. But now they're wasting their time protecting yahoos like you, while Ahab Lyons is off chasing his super mutant white whale. Huh? And here I thought we had the only remaining copy of that. Anyway, I don't know if the old man's going to die from them, but he sure as hell looks like he's going to drag his soldiers down with him. But he's not wasting any of our time anymore, damn it. Yeah, see ya. Back to stare in awe at the outcasts? Don't you have something better to do, kid? We aren't recruiting, kid. Old Sap Lions might trust walk-ins, but we don't. But if you want to help out, well, we might be able to work out a deal. You bring in technological devices, and we'll pay you a finder's fee based on the device. But Protector Kasdan would have to okay it first. Suit yourself. Why don't you go talk with Lyons? He's always got time for your kind. But you bring... We may be the best equipped people in the world, but we've still only got so many people out there looking to recover the past technology. Locals like you can cover more of the wastes to uncover technological relics like power armor or power cells. We know their value better than any junk trader, and we've got more ammo stores, so you can expect a better trade for the tech. Okay, but first you'll have to talk with Protector Kasdan. You can work out the details with him. Back to stare in awe at the outcast? Don't you?
Defender Rococo Rockfowl, at your service. Gotta be careful out here, mister. Don't shoot at me or my friends. I think we'll get along just fine. We've got power armor and big guns, and we're the ones doing the talking right now. Usually that's all a person needs to know when they stop asking questions. You going to stop asking questions now? I used to like serving with them, I really did. But you know, the technology has to come first. Elder Lyons was nice and all, but we don't rescue technology by being nice. He was wasting my time, and my pop didn't raise me to have my time wasted. So when Kasdan left to continue the mission, I followed. Nope, sorry. Protector Kasdan says the locals around here are barely smarter than the mole rats. But Morgan said we might have some work for an outsider. Talk with her if you're really interested. Yeah, see you.
involved in this. You want to keep it that way. Back off, local.
I'm Protector Henry Kasdan, leader of the Outcasts. This had better be good. Normally, I wouldn't be wasting my time talking to a local, but Morgan tells me you can make yourself useful. So, interested in collecting technology for us? It's simple enough. Bring in technological devices, and we'll pay you for what you find. Big things like power armor or energy weapons are best, but we'll take things like sensor units or spare parts too. You never know what's important. In return, we'll pay you with your choice of 5.56 ammo, grenades, stim packs, or Radaway. I'll bet they're more useful to you out there anyway. That's what I like to hear. You can start immediately. You'll report directly to me. I'll take in your gear and dole out your pay. Now get cracking. We were cast out for our dedication to the Brotherhood's true goals. Lyons wanted to play hero to the locals instead of doing his job. We were proud to leave him, so we kept the name Outcasts and wear it with pride. A big fuck you to the old man. He may have struck our names from the Great Codex, but we'll be vindicated in the end, and our names will be restored. Which one? The original Brotherhood out west, or the ship that Lyons turned it into out here? I mean the Brotherhood from out west, back around California. We knew what we were doing back there. We didn't waste time with delusions of heroism. We were collecting still glowing embers from the ashes of humanity. Before civilization's fire died completely. We didn't worry about saving individual communities. We worried about saving the progress of humanity itself. Now, we used to be as tough as the rest of us. It wasn't so long ago, we fought side by side to scourge the pit. But somewhere, he went soft. Stopped looking at the big picture and started trying to save every tribal and illiterate community he found. When he had us helping those savages instead of recovering tech that could help us all, that's when we objected and became outcasts. The Brotherhood came out here to recover technology from the eastern cities and bases. If Lyons won't do it, then we will. And when we resume contact with the Western Elders, Lyons is going to be put in his place, even if that place is in front of a firing squad. All right, then. I see you've got some of our power armor there. I'll just take that off your hand. I'm sure you just found it in the wastes and you're returning it to us, right? Because you'd have to be a real moron to try to turn it in for pay. Now, let's see what else you've got. It's practically junk, but we can get some use out of it. How'd you like your payment? Here, everyone's favorite. What will we do without them? It's Here you go. Try not to use it all in one place unless you have to. Always a popular choice, these. Enjoy. How'd you like? Be careful. These can pack quite a pop. Here, enjoy them in good health. Or at least when you'd like to be in good health. How'd you like? Can't stand this stuff myself. Goes through me like a rampaging Brahmin. Can't stand this stuff myself. Goes through me. power armor, energy weapons, and all. Some of it goes into the Ark. Okay, then. Get a move on. If it isn't our local scavenger for hire, what have you found for us today? Let's see what you've got. Here's hoping you don't have to use it, but who am I kidding? Okay, then. Sure, fine. Get going. Keep your hands to yourself. That doesn't belong to you.
You want a little something? Oh!
tremble before the might of the antagonizer.
You'll never get away with terrorizing this town.
Who dares interrupt the
It's under the
antagonizer?
protection of the Mechanist. Can't talk now, citizen. I might be leaving.
No match for
Be
my
safe.
army.
The citizens of this town have nothing to fear. The Mechanist is here to protect them.
We'll see about that. Attack, my ant soldiers. Destroy this fool and his tin toys. Face it, Mechanist. Humans and their toys are done for. They work themselves off with their petty toys. Can't talk now. They're fighting. This is awesome.
But our creations are strong and pure. Something you'll never be.
Humanity's creations were the seeds of their undoing. And now, the world will belong to the antagonizer. Who dares interrupt the antagonizer? Be gone!
Are you all right? You aren't hurt, are you? I'd like to apologize for the rude welcome. Those two have been a bit of a problem lately. Name's Rowe. Uncle Rowe to most. Welcome to Canterbury Commons. For what that's worth. The, Mechanist and the Antagonizer. That's just what they call themselves. It's ridiculous, I know. A while ago, we were attacked by the Antagonizer, that woman with the ants, obviously. The Mechanist saved the town with his robots. Well, that was all well and good, but I swear their fights are getting bigger, and it's been driving off the merchants. They simply won't leave. Oh, that's terrific. I knew you'd help out. Knew it in my gut, and it's never steered me wrong on a deal yet. Find where the Antagonizer and the Mechanist hide and convince them to stop or otherwise end their hostility, and you'll earn 200 caps. You only need to stop one of them, really. Nowadays, I think they only stay in Canterbury to fight each other. You drive a hard bargain, friend. But seeing how we haven't been able to solve the problem ourselves, fine. You've got a deal. But I expect results. Oh, and please do try to use some discretion. We already have plenty of would-be heroes starting wars in our streets. We don't need another. If it'll help, I'm glad to. And one day there was a crazy woman leading a bunch of ants into town. She said humanity was dead and the ants would inherit the earth, stuff like that. Well, that gave Dom plenty of time to line up a shot or two on the ants. She ran away, but every once in a while she'd stage an attack again. She wasn't much of a threat then. In fact, she was sort of entertaining at first. Gave everyone in town something to talk about. But when the Mechanists started fighting her, things got bad. Ants are easy to shoot, but add robots with lasers, it got real nasty. The Mechanist used to be our town mechanic, Scott Walensky. Quiet guy, but plenty fierce with a wrench and some solder. Guy used to take care of a robot that protected the town until it got torn up in one of the Antagonizer's lame little attacks. I guess he took it personal because he made a mechanical suit and called himself the Mechanist, said he would lead a robot army to fight her. Now he doesn't even respond to his name, and his robot army is more dangerous to the town than the ants ever were. My nephew Derek might know more about them. I swear it's all I can do to keep him from running into the fight whenever they come out. He might know more about where you can find them, but don't encourage the poor boy. He's had enough close calls. I most heartily agree. Glad to help, glad to help. You'll want to talk with Joe Porter over in Dot's Diner. I don't know who Dot was, but I'm sure Porter's food does her memory proud. When they're in town, you can find the caravan trader out front of the town. They say it's a good way to catch a visitor's eye. Enjoy! Ha! Damn near everything, I suspect. I founded the place myself, and I'm the reason this place stays fat and happy. Because I asked them to, I suspect. I grew up in these trade caravans, known most of them my whole life. I founded this place with my sister Daisy back in the day. Perfect stop along the caravan circuit. They're just small caravans that make rounds through the wastes, hawking their wares from Paradise Falls to Rivet City. They won't trade with anyone who's hit their friends, but that's about as organized as they get. I had thought about it, but some of these wasteland traders, well, they aren't exactly the organizational type. It'd take a pretty savvy businessman to make it worth their while to work together. Frankly, I'm not sure even I'm up to the task. My, when it comes to sales, I can see even I've got a few things I could learn from you. Well, in that case, I can act as your representative to the caravans. They'll listen to me, and I'll listen to you. Just let me know what you suggest in the way of specialties, and I'll let them know to focus on that area. That'd be Crazy Wolfgang. He does repairs and general supplies, but he prefers to call himself a junk dealer. As he says, he's overjoyed to assist those who have a deep need for his junk. He's just like that. Says it catches people's attention. With an investment of about 200 caps, I'm sure he could improve the quality of his materials, or at least offer more of them. Well, your financial advice has never steered us wrong before. Done. At this point, it would require another pack Brahmin to carry his wares. But for 500 caps, I think he could offer more. I suspect you're right. Done. At the moment, Wolfgang's practically carrying an entire junkyard with him. Anything more, and he'll have trouble with the traveling part of being a traveling salesman. All right, you're the boss. Sure thing. Which one would you like to talk about? Then you'd be looking for Lucky Harith, adventurer, martial artist, and occasional collector of the most deadly items known to mankind. He's a bit of an eccentric, but he deals in more weaponry than you can shake a sharp stick at. In fact, he's probably got a sharp stick, too. Harith's got quite a lot of weapons, but I'm sure he could improve his stock. An investment of 200 caps should see to that nicely. Well, your financial advice has never steered us wrong before. If Harith were a less reputable man, I'm sure he could use his armory to collect even more weapons. But he's a merchant, not a raider, so it's legitimate means only. Like a legitimate investment of 500 caps. I suspect you're right. Done. That simply isn't feasible, I'm afraid. Harith's gear already rivals some mercenary armies. Anything further would be asking for trouble. Sure thing. Interested in any of the other traders? Our man Crow handles most armor and clothing out on the trail. He grew up a tribal, but he traded in his loincloth for much snappier apparel long ago. It takes a fair amount of capital to expand into higher quality material, you know. Improving Crow's wardrobe would require a one-time investment of, say, 200 caps. Well, you're fine. Crow's armor is already rather extensive, but I'm sure it could be even more impressive for a one-time investment of 500 caps. At this point, the merchandise of our man Crow is the best in the wasteland. I fear it's beyond improvement with further investments. Ah, then you'll be wanting Doc Hoff, or the Good Doctor, as he prefers. He prescribes everything from a good meal to stim packs to things that'll make your brain get up and dance. The Good Doctor's lab equipment isn't cheap. It'll cost about 200 caps for him to offer higher quality material. Well, At this point, it would be hard to improve Doc's medicine cabinet without a significant investment. Say 500 caps should suffice for him to offer a whole cornucopia of pharmacopoeia. I suspect you're right. As much as it hurts me to say it, there's really only so much that money can buy. The Good Doctor's supply cannot be improved at this point. Sure thing. You can usually find one of the trade caravans at the entrance to town. They come through every day or two. Other than them, Porter's always got food for sale down at the diner. We used to have a better mechanic, but that didn't work out so well. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can... Good luck with those two troublemakers.
Evening.
Ah, fellow student on the path of the wasteland. Welcome to my humble caravan. Please relax, for we are in a place of safety. The type of safety that can only be ensured by an abundance of weaponry, both wicked and awesome, all of which can be yours for the right price. See, the world's a dangerous and unbalanced place. So I realized the only way to bring peace was to make sure that everyone could be dangerous. So, with a little bit of help from the mayor of Canterbury Commons, I set up this caravan. I can't give the weapons away for free, but I come close. Easy. I've got a knack for this sort of thing, you know. Please, enjoy my selection of high-quality problem solvers. Thanks. Until we meet again, keep yourself alive out there.
I'm just here to protect the merchandise. Good to see you.
Oh man, did you see it? Did you see it? The antagonizer was all like, "Fear me!" But the mechanist was all, "Stop, evildoer!" The antagonizer, she's this evil supervillain who's trying to wipe out humans with her ants. And the mechanist protects us with his robots. And when they fight in town, it's incredible! There's all these lasers and biting and blood, and it's crazy! And then my uncle says I need to stay inside. He says it's dangerous. This is serious business, Derek. You think they're neat too, huh? It's not like they ever hurt anyone. Well, not like really badly hurt or anything. Dom and Machete make sure that everyone gets inside when they fight like that. Though sometimes I sneak out to watch. The traders and the slavers and the raiders, they don't like the antagonizer or the mechanist. They say they're bad for business. But that's dumb. The ants and the robots rip them to shreds. That shows them. You mean the superheroes? Yeah, I'll try to watch all of their fights. That's easy. The antagonizer's suit makes her super agile. But I guess her ants are pretty weak on their own. Just watch out for her royal guard. The mechanist robots are a lot tougher, and his suit makes him super smart. I don't think he has any weaknesses. Well, maybe one. Since he's a good guy, he's not as ruthless as the antagonizer. Like, he'd never hurt an innocent like me, if he could help it. I don't know much about her except she really, really doesn't like people. That's kinda cool. I mean, sometimes people are jerks. I think her lair is somewhere in the caves to the north of the city. I've seen her ants down there once in a while. Joe Porter said he found out something about her, but my uncle won't let him tell me. He says, don't encourage the poor boy. I knew the mechanist back when he was just a normal hero. He used to be called Scott. Then he fixed up stuff around town. But one day, the antagonizer killed his favorite robot, and I told him he ought to fight back against her like a real superhero. Ever since then, he's been up on his forge in the back of the robot shop on the hill, working to protect us all from the antagonizer. No way! Don't stop them, they're awesome! Unless, maybe you're going to be a superhero too. You could be called super humongous and fight them with an army of super mutants. Well, okay. Uncle Ro and I live in the Old Town Hall, and Mr. Porter runs the diner across the street. It's not really a big place, you know? It's okay, I guess. I heard it's safer than most places, because the raiders don't bother us. But I've never been anywhere else, so I don't know. Say hi to the Mechanist for me.